Let me start with the first one.
Yeah.
400,000 members. I don't know how many conferences we have, but we have thousands of conferences. This year would have been the T&D conference, which is one of our largest conferences. Honestly, the virtual modalities have really shifted us in that region. So we've gone from more of event management organization into technical content delivery interaction. At the same time, I've heard from members who say, when we go to a conference, when we go to an exhibition, we're in the hall, we're talking to different engineers. These are unscripted conversations, right? So you're talking to somebody and somebody else 10 feet away from you is talking about a different technology. You move over to them and you start talking to them. How can IEEE facilitate those kinds of free-flowing conversations? Collaboratech comes to mind. There's IEEE entrepreneurship communities come to mind. I absolutely agree with you. The event management part is strictly organizational, strictly logistics. It should be completely hidden, right? And I used to say this as a dean. As a dean, I don't want anybody to know that the dean exists, right? Because the dean is there to support the college. The dean is there to support the faculty. The dean is there to support the students. If everything is going well, then the dean should be completely invisible, right? You should be a servant leader in the background, making sure that things are going really well. And that's truly what I believe about the IEEE as well. So event management, logistics, we have about 1,000 staff in the IEEE who by the way, do a tremendous job. They're all in the background ensuring that we deliver on our promise, advancing technology for humanity. Your second point was about students. And I say, go back and look at our mission, right? Our mission is not just words on paper, advancing technology for humanity. And I think I can make this very relevant to you right now in your local community. So how you as a student can engage with your community. That's a question that I would ask myself, because if I'm going to engineer the future, what does my community need? And believe me, the needs are going to be very different if you live in Bangalore, or if you live in California where I live, or if you live in New Delhi, Trichy, wherever you are, your needs are going to be very different. So please, please listen to your local community and try to address that. And that is one way by which our students can be engaged as they go into industry. It doesn't mean that you get a tag and a title that says, I'm the chief value officer. There is no such thing. You just go out there and do what is necessary, do what is possible in order to make the impossible happen. The last part of it, industry engagement. Our demographic in the IEEE, the membership, about 2/3 of our membership is actually from industry. And we are very, very focused on keeping them engaged, keeping them actively involved in IEEE programs and services. At the board level, we have an IEEE Industry Engagement Committee. And this committee talks to the chiefs of industry, talks to the mid-level management in industry to see how IEEE can become more relevant. I personally have been on a couple of delegations when I served on the board of directors. I went to Australia, I actually visited India. We visited a number of industries in Bangalore and Bombay and Chennai and talked to industry captains there to see what the local industry environment was like and how IEEE members could be engaged in that. So these sorts of conversations need to take place. IEEE is doing that, but I would be naive to assume that what we've done is sufficient, right? We are doing what is necessary. That's truly what we're doing right now. But there's a lot more to be done. A lot more to be done to engage industry, a lot more to be done to engage industry purposefully and meaningfully and respectfully, because industry is very busy. If you go and tell an industry volunteer that they're going to be spending 30 hours a week working on IEEE activities, and they're already putting in 70 hours a week at work, that's not going to happen, right? So we've got to make it such that industry members are able to participate in IEEE at a time of their choosing, in a way that they can, in a way that makes a difference in their industry, in their community. Yatin is still on the call, maybe. He's from the standards group. Can you hear me? Yeah, I said Yatin is still on the call, maybe, and he's from the standards group. I can't think of a better way in which IEEE members are engaging with industry. Yatin, I don't know if you want to add any more to that. This is a town hall, after all, so I should not be the only voice out here. We should be hearing from some of you.
Yeah, I think Yatin had to leave.
Okay.
He had a, yeah. So we can maybe move to the next question.
Thank you.
Yeah.